Let's start with today's webinar session. So the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you, says the Bible. A very pleasant evening to everyone. So I would like to extend my gratitude today to our Secretary and Principal, Reverend Dr. Arokya Rani, for her support and encouragement in organizing this webinar. I am honored to welcome today's speaker, Mrs. Cheryl Sophia Decoto. She is working as an assistant professor at Jyoti Nivas College, Bangalore. She was awarded her MPhil in our institution recently, and she has published several papers in many national and international journals and also in various conferences. Her research was mainly focused on bio-inspired replication mechanisms within the cloud. She is a devoted learner. She has created many YouTube videos, including an online guide for faculty members to efficiently create e-content that would aid online teaching. And we have already had a webinar with her for the final years with the topic Introduction to Virtualization and VMware Hypervisor. So welcome, Cheryl. Welcome once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
I welcome all the participants to actively participate in today's event, and it is titled as Exploring on Excel. So welcome you all once again.
So let me start with my first session. So we're going to learn about Microsoft Excel, which is a spreadsheet developed by Microsoft for Windows, Mac OS, Android, and iOS. So what are the features of Excel? It helps you to organize and manipulate data. You can use different kinds of functions on Excel for, you can use statistical functions, and which is basically used for data analysis. And you can display data in a form of line graphs, histograms, and pivot charts. You can work on data analysis. That's what you're going to learn about today, about Excel today. So it also allows the users to employ wide varieties of numerical methods. So now, so this is how an Excel sheet look like. I hope everyone would have seen, because it's part of your syllabus, right? You've learned the basics of Excel. So next one is, before we start on exploring Excel, let's learn about different terminologies that you're keeping on hearing. It's called data analysis. So data analysis is actually inspecting and cleansing and also transforming a model data that is given to you, and whatever data is collected, you're going to make it into a useful information, and then once you convert into a useful information, you can make decisions over it. Okay. So once you get data, you can mine data, and also you can apply statistical formulas to take decisions. Okay. So the next one is, what are the different process of quantitative data analysis? Here, actually, data can be collected into two forms. One is quantitative, and the other one is qualitative. So what is quantitative? In the sense, the data that you are going to collect will be in the form of numbers. Okay, so the data that you're going to collect will be in a form of numbers. So now, if suppose, what is your age? So that will be a number, right? So it's all those data which is quantitative will be in a form of numbers. Now, qualitative data is the information that can't be expressed as numbers. So here there is an example. Here it can be a word, objects, pictures, observations, and symbols. And whereas quantitative data, you're going to play with numbers and you apply statistical formulas over it and then make a decision. So now, as you've seen this slide, right? You can see the slide. Here, when you do or when you perform a data analysis, there are few steps that you have to follow. The first step is you have to collect the data. Once you collect the data, you have to clean the data and then use some of statistical formulas, and then you can visualize the data. So these are the few steps for analyzing a data. So we are going to analyze data using which tool? We are going to use Excel, right? So you're going to, today in this session, you're going to have 3 videos. The first video is about, you have collected some data. You're going to use data sets, and those data sets you're going to import into your Excel and clean the data, and you're going to apply certain formulas and visualize the data. You can think about or take decision based upon the data that you have collected. So let's see what is data collection. So actually this process is seen, this is the first step, or this is actually seen when you do go ahead with research. So you can collect data using different sources. You can use Google Forms. Okay, you get Google Forms, right, to collect data, or to get feedbacks, to collect feedbacks. Ma'am used to share a link, and then you fill that Google form, and then based on the feedback we can analyze the data. So that the first step of data analysis is collecting data or collecting information. So you can use different kinds of tools to collect data. So now in today's video, we cannot go and collect data. So for that, what we are going to use, we are going to use data set. Data sets are, okay, I'll take you to that particular, yes. So data set is actually a collection of data which is already predefined, or it is already available in the website. So if you go to different sites, you will get data sets that is already collected by some scientists or researchers, and you can use that data to just practice analysis techniques. So this is how a data set will look like in your Excel. So you can see there is a column. See here, the fields that I'm selecting is known as column, and this one is known as row. So I hope you've seen an Excel sheet and you've played with lots of data. You've entered data into it and you've used basic formulas. Okay, so this data sets, if you go to net or internet, there are few sample data that is available in the website, and you can use and import that particular data into your Excel sheet and then work on this data. And I just want to thank our sister, Dr. Sister Arokya Rani, for giving me second opportunity to be the resource person for wonderful students over here. And thank you so much, Dr. Deena ma'am, and all the faculty members who has coordinated. And thank you all students for listening to me. I hope I have done something great to you. Yes, I hope so. Thank you so much for being the listeners for today's session.
Amen. Good evening to all. I will give thanks to you, Lord, with all my heart. I will tell all your wonderful deeds. Psalms chapter 9, verse 1. Thank you is the best prayer that anyone could say. I say that one year, Lord. Thank you expresses extreme gratitude, humility, understanding. I extend my sincere gratitude to our patron, Reverend Sister Dr. Arokya Rani, Secretary and Principal, for her support and guidance in organizing this webinar. I extend my thanks to our resource person, Mrs. Cheryl Sophia, Assistant Professor, Jyotinivas College, Bangalore, for accepting our invitation for this webinar. Thank you, Cheryl. I would also like to sincere thanks to Dr. Deena Suresh, Head Department of Computer Science, for her immense effort in organizing this webinar. Thank you, ma'am. I am very much thankful to all faculty members of Computer Science Department for their valuable contributions, arrangements, encouragement, all-time support in organizing this webinar. I extend my thanks to all enthusiastic participations for valuable participation in this webinar. Once again, I thank you all.